Selamat sejahtera to my beloved lecturer, Dr. Wei. Today, I will be presenting my study titled An Analysis of Corporate Governance in China Resources Medical Holdings Company Limited. My name is Vinoda Muniandi and my matrix number is 303597. This presentation focuses on how corporate governance affects firm performance, risk management, and sustainability in the healthcare sector with China Resources Medical Holdings as the case study. Background of China Resources Medical Holdings Company Limited. China Resources Medical Holdings Company Limited was founded in 2007 and its headquarters is in Beijing, China. The company was previously known as China Resources Phoenix Healthcare Holdings and was renamed in 2018. It is a leading integrated healthcare service provider in China, operating hospitals and medical institutions nationwide. Importantly, it is a subsidiary of China Resources Group, which is a state owned enterprise, and it is listed on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. Because of its size, public listing, and government involvement, corporate governance plays a very important role in ensuring transparency and accountability. Now, let us move on to the problem statement. The healthcare industry is highly regulated and complex, making it very sensitive to governance failures. China Resources Medical operates multiple hospitals, which increases governance and oversight challenges. As a state owned enterprise subsidiary, conflicts may arise between government control and minority shareholder interests. Without effective governance, issues such as weak board oversight, poor risk management, and weak internal controls may occur. Therefore, continuous monitoring of governance practices is essential to ensure transparency, accountability, and long term sustainability. This study has several objectives. First, to examine the corporate governance framework of China Resources Medical Holdings. Second, to evaluate the effectiveness of the board of director and its committees. Third, to assess the adequacy of risk management and internal control system. Additionally, this study aims to analyze transparency, accountability, and disclosure practices, and finally, to determine the company's compliance with regulatory requirements and best governance practices. Based on the objectives, this study addresses several research questions. What corporate governance structures and mechanisms are implemented by the company? How effective is the board in providing oversight and strategic direction? How does the company manage operational, financial, and regulatory risk? Are disclosure and reporting practices sufficient to protect shareholders? Lastly, to what extent does the company comply with governance regulations and codes? Now, let us move on to the major part of this analysis, which is literature review. The first one is corporate governance. Corporate governance refers to the system by which companies are directed and controlled. Effective governance improves transparency, accountability, and ethical decision making. The board of directors plays a crucial role in monitoring management and protecting shareholder interests. Previous studies show that strong governance is positively associated with better firm performance and long term sustainability, especially in regulated industries such as healthcare. The second one is operational risk. Operational risk arises from internal failures such as human error, system breakdowns, or weak processes. Healthcare firms face higher operational risk due to complex services and strict regulations. Strong internal controls and governance oversight help reduce inefficiencies, service inscription, and cost overruns. Thus, effective governance plays a key role in minimizing operational risk. The third one is credit risk. Credit risk refer to the risk of delayed or non-payment by customer. In healthcare firms, inefficient receivable management increases cash flow pressure. Longer collection period can negatively affect profitability. Good governance mechanism helps strengthen credit policies, improve monitoring, and reduce bad debt. The fourth one is liquidity risk. Liquidity risk occurs when a firm cannot meet its short term financial obligations. Adequate liquidity ensures smooth operations and build stakeholder confidence. Poor liquidity management may disrupt hospital operations and increase financial distress. Effective governance supports better liquidity planning, monitoring, and control. And the last one is profitability ratio. Profitability ratio measures a firm's ability to generate earnings from its resources. Common indicators include return on assets ROA and return on equity ROE. Higher profitability reflects efficient asset utilization and effective management. Studies show that strong corporate governance practices are positively associated with higher profitability. This is methodology overview. This study uses secondary data collected from the annual reports of China Resources Medical Holdings Company Limited from 2015 to 2024. Firm performance measured by ROE is used as the dependent variable. Both internal variables and external macroeconomics variables are analyzed as independent variable. Now, let us move on to the methodology variable. Internal variables includes ROA, ROE, operating profit margin, net profit margin, current ratio, quick ratio, cash ratio, average collection period, account receivable turnover, inventory turnover, debt to income, debt to asset, operational ratio, operating margin, total asset turnover, and CG index. External variables includes GDP, inflation rate, interest rate, exchange rate, unemployment rate, consumer price index, export on goods and services, foreign direct investment, and government effectiveness. The ratio will be analyzed through linear regression by using SPSS to generate descriptive statistic correlation model summary ANOVA and coefficient table. The table shown below is descriptive statistic. Descriptive statistics summarize the basic characteristic of the data. They provide an overview of trends, average, and variations in financial performance and governance indicators over the study period. This help in understanding the overall financial condition and risk exposure of the company. The table shown below is correlation. Correlation analysis examines the relationship between independent variables and firm performance. The results show how strongly internal and external factors are associated with ROE. Overall, internal factors show stronger relationship with firm performance compared to external macroeconomics factor. These are model summary. Three regression models were developed to test the impact of different variable groups on firm performance. The model summaries indicate the explanatory power of internal variables, external variables, and combined variables in explaining changes in ROE. The tables below are ANOVA. The ANOVA results test the overall significance of the regression models. The findings indicates that the models are statistically significant, meaning the selected variables collectively influence firm performance. These are coefficients. The coefficient analysis identifies which specific variables have a significant impact on ROE. Internal factors such as profitability ratios, liquidity, and governance indicators show stronger influence compared to external factors. Several recommendations are proposed. First, strengthen board independence to enhance oversight and protect minority shareholders. Second, improve internal control and risk management system across hospital operations. Third, enhance transparency through clearer and timely disclosure. Additionally, reduce reliance on debt, improve receivables management, and continuously align governance practices with HKEX corporate governance codes. In conclusion, corporate governance plays a critical role in China resources medicals, performance and sustainability. Internal factors have a stronger impact on profitability than external macroeconomics factor. Strong governance enhance transparency, accountability, and risk management. Although some governance inefficiencies remain, strengthening governance structures will support long term growth and stakeholder confidence. Overall, effective corporate governance is essential for sustainable success in the healthcare sector.